Yes people, welcome back to another video on YouTube. My name is Mills and I've helped men transform themselves into achieving their best ever physiques. I've trained for almost 14 years now, and in today's video I will be discussing what progressive overload actually means and the examples of it. So, what does progressive overload actually mean? It's a case of making progress over time, over weeks, months, years, however long the period is. So whether that's through lifting more weights, better reps, better form, better execution. So let's just start with the plain obvious, more reps. Now, last week, let's just say I was benching 100 kg for 10 reps. I've noted that down on a logbook or an app or whatever it is you use to track your metrics and your progression. So this week coming up, I will use it as a reference point and I will try and bench more than those reps. So if it was 10 reps, I will try and progress by going for the 11 reps or 12 reps, but I will know how much I lifted last week so I can use that as a reference point and push beyond that this following week. Track your reps so you will know how much you are doing week on week in order to progressively overload, and by progressive overload you are increasing the chances of building muscle. Another way of progressively overloading can be better technique. You perform the rep better with clean form and less cheating. For example, if I'm doing a rope extension for my triceps and my elbows are really flared out, I may be reducing the chances of proper tricep development in comparison to if I was to fix my tricep rope extension cue. I'll be targeting that muscle a lot better, driving more stimulus to that muscle, therefore resulting in better growth. And I'll be progressively overloading through correcting my form and fixing it and executing it a lot more cleaner. So if last week I did 8 shitty, messy reps of a rope extension, but the following week I fixed my form and I've done a lot more clean reps, that will be progressive overload. The third way of progressively overloading is more control or better tempo. Or as my ex-coach would like to say, making a lightest weight feel as hard as possible. So let's just use the rope extension example again. If I was doing 8 reps last week, really rushed, using momentum, but doing it to a degree where the form was right still, I can still improve upon that the following week through better control. So with the tricep extension, the rope extension, whatever you would like to call it. So when you are fully extending, when it's fully extended, really contract as hard as possible for 1 or 2 seconds, and then bring it back up slowly for about 3 seconds, count up, 1, 2, 3. When you're at the top of the movement, go back down again as fast as you can, and then bring it back up slowly, 1, 2, 3. If you're doing, let's just say 8 of those reps, concentrated, really controlling the negative, contracting at the bottom range of the movement, then you are really maximizing this as much as possible. And those are 8 controlled reps, not 8 rushed reps. You are targeting your muscle with a lot more stimulus than you initially did, therefore resulting in better progressive overload. Right, the fourth way of progressively overloading, more range of motion. For example, let's just say the dumbbell chest press. If you are stopping the dumbbell a few inches above your chest, you're creating a shorter range of motion, therefore less stretch is occurring, therefore less stimulus is occurring, therefore less progressive overload, and so on, so on. So let's just say the following week you corrected this issue, you lowered the dumbbells until your chest is fully stretched under full control, and then you press all the way back up, but this time round you are lifting the same weight and you are just creating a better range of motion. Therefore, because you're stretching that chest a lot more, you are driving a lot more stimulus to that chest and resulting in better growth for the future. So if you constantly repeat this over a duration of time, rather than what you did last week, you are progressively overloading. The last one I want to touch on is a fairly obvious one, adding more weight compared to last week, but not in the context of ego lifting. So if you're lifting 10 kg on a lateral raise, and this week, this time round, you're lifting 12 kg, you are progressively overloading through the additional weights. Now, I want to touch on training till failure as well, because I cannot stress this enough, and I try and rub this into every person's head when they walk through the door through my coaching services, is making sure those last few reps, when you are pushing till failure, it's supposed to feel uncomfortable. You are supposed to feel discomfort. You don't stop there. You push until you physically cannot do another rep under control. And that's how you progressively overload week on week. if you are training till failure that way as well. But yeah guys, I hope you enjoyed that video and really took some points on board for next time when you are training, so you can progressively overload yourself. If I got £1 for every time I said that throughout this video, I'm pretty certain I'll be rich. But yeah, so take away those points, apply that going forward, and really maximize your training to the best of your ability. But yeah, just before I wrap this video up, there's 3 links in my Instagram bio, or I will just add this to the bottom of the video. The In Shape Office Worker Playbook, where it literally walks through the guide in terms of how I got into shape working in a corporate environment. The 5-day physique shoe split, where it literally is a program in terms of how I got into the best shape of my life. And then the Office Fat Loss Guide, which you can access with the link below. It literally walks through what to avoid in a corporate environment, as well as what to take on when you are trying to get into the best shape of your life. And finally guys, if you want to work with me on a one-to-one basis for my online coaching, then click the link below and I will get you into the best shape of your life. But we can arrange a free consultation call first and we can see what we can do for you. But yeah guys, I hope you enjoyed that video and take those points on board when it comes to your training so you can get into the best shape of your life. See you in the next one.